So I'm not going to spend more than a couple minutes talking. This is not going to be an episode or a content bomb or any of that kind of bullshit. I do want to talk for like a quick minute uh, about shit that's happened like the last couple weeks. Um, One of the things that just struck me, browsing Twitter was seeing how many people had a political evolution to understanding the police state. And I guess I never exactly had that same evolution. I never had like a moment where, my parents raised me to fuck with Trump. And then I got a little older and I watched the news and I thought about the shit for myself. I was like, damn, this is fucked up. This is a bad situation. I never had like that growth. Uh, I think for a lot of people my age, Amadou Diallo was like one of our formative memories. And really, no matter what your age is, you probably, if you're a black person, you have like a state sanctioned or state permitted murder of a black person, like as one of your formative political memories. And along with that is the formative political memory of whoever that person is, like getting off. Because, like, the idea of a cop even being held accountable for this shit was like over your head. When all this stuff with Trayvon Martin happened, uh, like I saw so many people who were outraged and so many people who were drawn into activism and wanted to, dig into this case and find things out, fight for justice. Like, listen, that's going to go the way it's going to go. I guess I was apathetic. I was kind of numb to the situation. I was like, listen, that George Zimmerman is going to get off. And there is literally nothing that you can do about it because, like, in the same way, when I talk about police unions and I talk about police power is baked in at all these levels, uh, the criminal justice system is one of those levels. There's relationships with the cops, and they kind of work to exonerate police officers literally no matter what the fucking situation is. So the Trayvon Martin situation was like really shocking to a lot of people. But for me, it was just like, yeah, we know how this is going to go. But there has been a change for me. And that change is that um, because a lot of people grew up with that case and that much outrage and that much helplessness is like part of their formative political experience, those people that grew up like watching that are now adults and they are more, I don't want to say the word radicalized because people have been upset about this for a long time. I would say that outrage that people feel in neighborhoods in New York, in Atlanta, in Ferguson, has become like a national rage and has been a rage that people don't just want to accept the shit passively, but like want to do something about it. And I guess the point of me sitting here rambling for like 3 minutes about the subject is really just to say, um, I was taken by surprise at how much people did and how many people got involved, uh, and how hard line people have been. There is like a feeling of just a refusal to give in to these watered down solutions that are being offered. These like, okay, we'll give this person a slap on the wrist. People have spent their entire lives listening to the language of like, oh, we'll give this a slap on the wrist, and then seeing the shit fucking evaporate a week later, seeing the shit evaporate in the wash, uh, to a degree that now people are fucking cynical about the shit. They're cynical, they're skeptical, they're pissed off, and they don't like, they know the fucking tricks that elected officials use. They know the shit about, oh, and we're gonna form a fucking blue ribbon commission. We're going to all get a fucking community board. We're gonna get 2 celebrities and 5 preachers and 12 cops, and they're all gonna get in a room and talk about the shit and hash it out. And they've put hope in these kind of institutions that are meant to filter out accountability. And they've seen that shit just fucking blow up and evaporate and not be anything and not do anything. That is something that I was not prepared for. It's something that I did not expect. I did not expect an America that had really seen enough of police violence. Uh, I had always just kind of assumed that it was like something that we as Black people were going to have to survive, or we would have to make our own like equivalent institution, you know, community policing and shit like that is a way of coping with the system as it is. Like, this person is less likely to fucking blow my knees off. 72% doesn't sound bad if you know, the Diallo murder is like one of your fucking formative political memories. Like, it just is. So I guess I just wanted to get on and say that, yeah, that has surprised me, and that is an evolution for me. And I'm interested in seeing where it goes. And I hope people continue to like push things further in ways that I don't expect and in ways that prove me wrong. If you are somebody who didn't expect the fucking city of Minneapolis to defund their police department a month ago because you're in your 30s or you're, you know, mid 20s and you grew up in the same fucking political reality that I did, this might be like a surprising week for you too. And if it is, don't be fucking ultra confident about what the future is going to hold. Like, we are all watching the news and we're all working, obviously, to put our hand on the wheel and steer it in one direction or another. But man, we don't know what's going to happen. So it's important that we work very hard and we work with humility to, you know, we ourselves probably won't see the end of the road on things like this, but we have the ability to push that forward and make it easier for you know, our children and our nieces and nephews or whatever the fuck it's going to be to have the broadness of imagination about political solutions that we didn't have, being only able to watch fucking CNN and 3, you know, NBC, ABC, CBS, and Fox, you know. And it's one of the reasons why like outlets like this are pretty good, because you can talk about dreams. You can outline what makes those possible. You can outline arguments. You can outline ways to talk to people who aren't as plugged in. And for all of the bad things about social media, I don't think that we would have seen the kind of protests that we saw nationwide, if it wasn't for people's abilities to communicate and talk about shit on this kind of scale. Because there have been outrages forever. And this, what you're living through right now, is something new. Because how many of these people that are in the streets right now will come back when there's another name that we have to add to this list that can't fit on one page? Or when one of these mayors or Democrats who told you to go and vote fucking implement their shit and wash things out in the mail. So that's it. I'm not going to sit up here and talk to y'all all night because y'all have other better shit to do, but it's just something that's been on my mind. I didn't want to share the fucking floor with nobody, and I fucking paid for this fucking StreamYard. So yeah, that was just on my mind. And if you're one of the 3 or 4 people that listen to this, then damn, kind of weird, but thank you for letting me vent. See you.